Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Da Sylvia Onu.
Oh my, can you see that? Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I am Da Sylvia Onu, a Nigerian YouTuber living in Onitsha. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. So please just go to the subscribe button and hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. To my returning subscribers, thank you. You guys are the best, guys. I can't stop looking at myself. You are going to forgive me if I'm looking at myself most of the time because, hey, gosh, like if there's any lighter here, I'm going to catch fire. Anyway, don't mind me. I'm just feeling myself today. Anyway, guys, so it's a different kind of video, and in fact, in my last Q&A, someone asked me a question. The person said, are you going to support early marriage? And I said, no. Don't even go there. I won't support it. Not for me, not for my daughter. Why am I saying not for me? I'm in it already. So not for my daughter and not my daughter's in-law. In fact, if my son brings you and says, I want to marry this person, I'm going to ask you, how old are you? If you tell me that you are less than 25, I'm going to sit you down and talk to you. So before I dive into the video, I'm going to tell you that for me, after getting married at 20, that I feel that the perfect age for someone to get married should be 25, period. Honestly. And I'm going to give you my reasons in this video. Like, I got married at the age of 20. In fact, I turned 20 on 17th of September 2012, and I got married on 13th of October 2012. So I'll be talking about my experience. I'm not going to, dive right in or start talking about what I think is right or what other people experienced. I'm talking about me. Yes, I'm going to add a little about my friends and all that, but I'm going to tell you guys from experience that don't rush into marriage. Don't get married in your early 20s. No matter what it is that is happening around you, stay single till you are mature enough. Maturity doesn't come with age, I'm going to tell you that, but there are issues you can't handle when you are young. Okay, so anyway, without wasting much of your time, let's start. So the first reason why you shouldn't get married in your early 20s is you will be forgetting about your dreams. Yeah, I know a lot of people have dreams. Someone like me, when I was much younger, I used to dream about me becoming a very successful career woman. In fact, I used to see myself as a successful banker. Every time I would see myself in a suit, I used to envy bankers, very early in the morning, dressing up, going out, then coming back, living a successful life, enjoying their lives and all those things. So I used to tell myself that once I finish from uni, that I'm going to look for a bank job. I would want to see myself as a banker. I would, buy my car, take care of myself, set myself up before I would get married. But it didn't happen. Love happened. And I got married when I just entered uni. I got married in my first year in uni. After marriage, I got pregnant and I had my baby girl at the age of 21. So after I had my baby girl at the age of 21, I couldn't handle going to school, being a mom, taking care of my house, being a wife at the same time. I had to drop out of school. Yes, I know some of you will be like, what? Yeah, I dropped out after my ND2. In fact, for me to write my final exams, my ND finals, it was a struggle. I was coming to school with my baby girl. I'm lucky. She's not the type that disturbs. Rachel is a very perfect baby. She never disturbs, but naturally, as a mom, you should know when your baby is hungry. And sometimes I am not organized. When I look at my baby, I feel like I'm not doing enough. And stressing her up and down every day, going from Onitsha to Oko to go and take my exams or for lectures, it was too much for me. And being someone that is married to a banker, my husband is a banker, and at the point when I was going through this, my husband wasn't just doing a 7 to 8 job. Okay, I don't know if you understand. My husband must leave the house at least 7 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes he would come home by 9, sometimes 10, sometimes 11. Nobody was there to take care of the home. I was doing everything on my own, and I finally decided by myself that, you know what, if I'm to choose between being a wife, being a mom, handling my house, and going to school, I was actually going to leave one for me to, you know, cater for the rest, and I chose to leave school. I had to give up on my dreams to take care of my child, to raise my child. The second reason why you shouldn't get married in your early 20s is not having a steady income. As we all know, the Nigerian system, not everyone is lucky to finish secondary school at the age of 16 and maybe go into uni almost immediately. Some of us, someone like me, I finished at the age of 17 plus. I had to stay 1 year at home because I didn't get the school I wanted. By the time I got in, I was 19 plus, and I got married at 20. So if I got married at 20, I was just an undergraduate. I had nothing, no source of income, no plans to have a source of income. In marriage, quarrels happen. Most times you don't have to be the one to talk, especially when you are the one that was offended. You just have to, you know, keep malice for that person to understand how painful what they did to you was, or maybe for that person to learn their lessons and understand that they shouldn't do this anymore. But when you are in need and you can't take care of yourself, you will have to bend to go and ask for things. And when you ask for things, you will just go and beg for everything to be settled. And when you are in the situation of always begging, like, I don't think you would enjoy the marriage the way you should, because no matter what, you're still going to go against your wish because you need something. And you can't get those things unless you are in good terms with your husband. Even when you are the one that was offended, you would always go back to say sorry after you were offended because you need help or you need something. And another reason is when your family needs your help, I don't think it's a good idea for you to always run to your husband to help your family. Sometimes you can actually take money from your salary or from business you're doing or anywhere. You should just have a steady income. When your family needs help, you will be the one to sort your family out without going to your husband's every time. My dear, there is something we call see finish here. And when your spouse has seen everything about you, everything about your family, most times when you go to collect that money, you must explain the reason why you need the money. And explaining your family issues to your husband is not right. I'm going to tell you. You must not say everything about your family to your husband. And when you find yourself in a situation where you can't cater for your needs, you can't take care of your family, you can't do anything for your family members without letting your husband know, then it's the most painful situation that you would find yourself in. Honestly, I'm talking from experience. Like, you will have to expose your family before your husband every minute, every second, so you can collect things and help your family out. For me, I believe that, and there are some times that you would get angry. Maybe there are some things that are not going the way you want it. You can just get up, take your money, take yourself out, take care of yourself, then come home refreshed. So we'll see that, oh, I'm not hurting this person that much and I need to make amends. If the person is not feeling any pain from what I'm doing, then we need to settle the issue. But when you are always trying to endure any pain inflicted on you, you will just keep enduring in the marriage. And I don't think marriage should be something that you endure. It is not. It's something that you should enjoy. Enjoy the companionship, enjoy the love, enjoy everything about it. But when you are always on the begging side, on the receiving end, honestly, if you don't have a good source of income, you would always be at the receiving end. And that is where you don't even want to find yourself in. That is where you don't want to find any of your family members in. So I would suggest that before you ever get married, make sure you have a great source of income that is helping you. In fact, if you even want to get married in your early 20s, just make sure you have a steady source of income. Honestly, I can accept for my daughter to get married in her early 20s if she has her own income, if she have maybe this amount of money that I know that is going to sustain her. No matter what is happening in her marriage, she can take care of herself. She can always find a way to make herself happy. I would accept. For me, having a steady income is going to stop a lot of things. Your in-laws, your husband, and people around you are not going to see you as a liability. That is the worst situation you will find yourself. I can remember somebody dropping a word for me when I newly got married. The person was like, see you, somebody that just finished secondary school and you got married. Do you have anything? What is your worth? And I wouldn't want my daughter to receive that kind of statement. So that is the reason why I said no. It's a no-no for me. If you don't have any steady income, you are not getting married. You must work. If you want to get married, then get a job or get a life or get a business that is going to sustain you, so you won't be the one begging every time in your marriage. I feel you should try to enjoy your life, enjoy being single. And for me, the best age to get married is 25. That's all. And with this, I've come to the end of this video. If you are new here, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I post any video. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. You guys are the best. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.